foremost, I want to say thank you to just the encouragement that I've gotten for these videos. If y'all can't tell, I'm no, uh, you know, I'm not swagged out on the video business, but I just I feel like maybe I got a couple of things to say about some things. So um, here we go. This today, the thing on my heart is kind of the premise of it, or the title, if you will, is just minding the small things. Um, I work in land surveying, and in land surveying, there are so many decisions that come down to the smallest of numbers. I mean, three or four places beyond a decimal, if you will. I mean, there's countless decisions that are made and grounded on things the size of less than an inch. And it's really got me thinking about how so often in life the small things, if we don't mind them, if we don't pay attention to them, then it can get a little hairy, fam. It can get a little difficult. In Hebrews, it talks about, therefore, since we're surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us cast off every hindrance, right? Everything that binds us. And a lot of times we're bound, fam, by things that are small. That, or we perceive them to be small. I remember when I was in Louisiana a few years ago. Man, I was way outside of my league, man. I was with a family that's very near and dear to my heart, but they set me and their son the task of burning these piles that they had. They had some land, and we had to burn these piles. So we were going around for hours, and me and this brother were trying to figure out how to burn these things. We were putting diesel fuel on them. We were not safe, not OSHA safe whatsoever. We were putting diesel fuel on them. We were putting gas. Some of the stuff wasn't totally dead, so it was a bit harder to get rid of, But I remember at the end of the day, man, we were dog tired. Some of the piles we got lit, some we did. At the end of the day, we were asked to go to one of their properties and do a light underburn to handle the small stuff. There was a lot of leaves and everything on the ground. Well, by that time, we were so cocky and thinking that we knew what we were doing, that we got this fire kind of going a little bit. But then this man came along that wanted to help us. So we had this big old pit, man. I mean, it wasn't even a pit. Literally, it was just piling up wood in the middle of their yard. Okay, this house no one was living in it at the time. They were going to renovate it, HGTV, that piece, but we started working this thing, and we finally got the fire going, and it was an underburn. And because of how comfortable this is so bad, because of how comfortable we were, we we actually left the fire unattended. We were told that it would be okay, that it would be fine, and so we left and we went out to dinner. The owner knew it, buddy of mine. He knew what we were doing. Everything was cool. We go out to dinner. Well, fam, what happens when you leave a fire unattended? I'll wait. Right? It grows if given the proper things. If it has air, right? If it has something to burn, you know what I mean? If the fire is already lit and already present, no matter how small it is, it can grow and eventually can destroy. Well, we're sitting here at dinner, and all of a sudden, we get a phone call that the yard is on fire. So we rush out from dinner, man. This nice gentleman across the street was like, my son's in the fire department. Do you want him to handle it? And the owner was like, no, we got it. We get there, and we end up putting it out, and we go ahead and we leave again and let it just kind of burn and simmer, thinking, well, guess what happened, man? Gust of wind comes through second time, right? What's the whole thing, hurt me once, shame on you. Hurt me twice, shame on me. Well, this thing definitely was hurting us, and it was tough. It was difficult. We had to leave what we were doing and go back and tend to the fire, and ended up subduing that thing, got it down, and used it for what it was meant to be. But it was after our comfort level thought, or our comfort level within ourselves gave us the idea that we could just let it do whatever it wanted. And I don't, most of y'all have probably never done big burns before. But everybody has something in their life that they think you have enough control over to let it be and let it sit where it will and let it kind of fester. Um, Maybe it's an issue that you struggle with that's periodic, or something you struggle with daily. I mean, we all got them, fam. I do. Um, but I really feel like as we begin to go forward, yo, and for you to really be able to pursue the call and the dream of your life, where my wife and I are reading this book right now my mother-in-law sent to us. Honestly, it's a good fresh take on the old school story of Jacob and Esau in a bowl of lentil soup. Family, do you have a bowl of lentil soup in your life? Do you have a bargaining chip? Do you have a bargain that you're making with the devil daily, where you're offering up portions of your call, portions of your soul, portions of your family, portions of your dream to fulfill a desire that you have that's momentary? Are you allowing what's fleeting to take control of what's eternal? So today, fam, I really just want to encourage you, mind the small things. Take a step back. This ain't no judgment, baby. This is straight up love, okay? Mind the small things, okay? I don't care where you've been from. I don't care what you've done. I don't care who you know, who you're friends with. I don't care what you smell like. You have a call on your life that is beyond what you could possibly fathom. But you can relinquish that call and esteem something else as greater if you do not mind the small things. So, once again, my people, I love you. Remember, never stop pushing, never back down, okay? Never submit, never tap out, right? In everything you do, give God the glory and He'll make a way, doesn't matter what it looked like right now. And mind the small things.